Hi, welcome to She Spice. It appears as though it was inevitable before Ellen Degenera got messed up in the entire Diddy dramatization. Paparazzi, as of late, surprised her with inquiries concerning her long-term buddy Diddy, who's confronting a few pretty serious allegations. When the subject of Diddy's scandalous gatherings came up, Ellen appeared to be apparently uncomfortable throughout the long term. Diddy was a customary on Ellen's show. And now that these charges are whirling, individuals are investigating his previous appearances, where he frequently visited about those wild gatherings. There's even this one meeting where Diddy energetically called Ellen out for continuously turning down welcomes to his slams. Yet here's where it gets juicier, in spite of Ellen's public refusals. There are murmurs that she came to a couple of Diddy's social events. Yet we're not discussing the conspicuous high-profile occasions Diddy's known for. Rather, Ellen could have been at some other relaxed meetups where some really problematic and conceivably unlawful stuff could have gone down, adding to the interest. There's this disrupting video that sprung up again via virtual entertainment, showing Ellen making Justin Bieber wriggle by, posing, asking him a few awkward inquiries now, with bits of gossip drifting around that Justin could have been hurt by Diddy and other large names in the business. Individuals are beginning to contemplate whether Ellen had any sign about what was befalling Justin. You just carried a companion to Bora, no doubt, and you're with your companion. For what reason are you calling me out like this, golly? I mean, you can say, for what reason might you at any point say you're dating someone? I'm not dating anybody. However, she's simply a companion. She's a companion. So what's the genuine scoop on Ellen and Diddy's fellowship? Did Ellen truly appear at those famous gatherings, and with everything coming out, might she at any point wind up getting maneuvered into the continuous government examination concerning Diddy? We should make a plunge. Suppose like 9:30, actually, that early, no doubt I could make that. Except for, I think about you, of beginning a party at like 12 p.m. Like, what time will it go till that is an alternate kind of point? Okay, so we should discuss why people are beginning to see a few similitudes between Ellen DeGeneres and Diddy, despite the fact that they're from entirely unexpected diversion circles. To put any misinformation to rest, Ellen hasn't been hit with the serious sort of claims that Diddy's confronting, yet she's certainly had her portion of not-so-decent tales drifting around a portion of the prattle about Ellen being the meanest lady in Hollywood is truly extraordinary. Here's the thing, both Ellen and Diddy have created these public personas that appear to be a piece unique in relation to who they truly may be in the background. And of late, it seems to be the veils they've been wearing are beginning to slip, showing us a pinnacle of who they truly may be. Ellen's process begun back in the 80s doing stand-up in little spots around New Orleans in the end, establishing herself and visiting cross-country. She got her most memorable, enormous television gig with a sitcom called Open House in 1992. It was anything but a hit, yet it opened entryways for her next project. These companions of mine, which we as a whole know later, got renamed to Ellen, yet the genuine game share for Ellen was in April 1997, when she emerged on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and afterward her sitcom character did likewise in the Shattering the Pup episode, denoting a tremendous second for LGBTQ. In addition to portrayal on television after her sitcom wrapped up, Ellen returned to a Tad, and afterward sent off another sitcom, The Ellen Show, in 2001. Yet it was her daytime syndicated program, The Ellen Degeneres Show, that truly solidified her as a commonly recognized name, known for her moving, peculiar humor and those huge giveaway episodes. Ellen appeared as though television's most amiable host yet. As the years went on, the glossy, blissful surface began to break back in 2007. The tea began to spill when an essayist from her sitcom approached about Ellen's not exactly heavenly therapy of the composing staff in secret. She was quite unforgiving with her studies, yet before everybody during practices she'd turn on that enchanting persona. This kind of double way of behaving kept on being murmured regarding for quite a long time. Yet Ellen figured out how to keep a top on a large portion of the tattle, that is until 2016, when Kathy Griffin blew the cover. Not entirely okay in her journal, she depicted a not-so-pleasant experience with a very much cherished daytime moderator who shakes short light hair, that's right. Griffin was discussing Ellen, uncovering a side that didn't match the warm, cordial picture. We, as a whole, realized she was enraged. What she was on a tirade, because I had referenced on your show that you realize I wish that ladies would uphold each other more specifically, really powerful ladies, you really want to help each other. I communicated that to her, and she was as, I don't must have anyone on my show I could do without, and I don't need. I said I knew that as time continued, more VIPs began to focus on their not completely ideal encounters with Ellen, and the clasps of her making visitors wriggle started coursing via online entertainment. Take the 2008 meeting with Mariah Carey, for example. It's an exemplary illustration of Ellen pushing back limits for evaluations. Reports were humming that Mariah may be pregnant, yet she hadn't let out the slightest peep about it freely. In spite of Mariah's undeniable distress, Ellen didn't ease up, attempting to fool her into drinking champagne on air to drive an affirmation that you're pregnant. There's reports. Don't talk about that. Some champagnes it's swelling so you can't have champagne. That is not champagne because you can't. It actually definitely you need pant. I can't really accept that you did this to me. Ellen. Quick forward to 2020. Mariah participated in a Vulture interview and how that second made her incredibly awkward, particularly since she was managing the aggravation of a past premature delivery. She truly expected additional compassion from Ellen, and afterward, there's the adventure with Wendy Williams, who's had her own theatrics with both Diddy and Ellen. Harking back to the 90s, Wendy estimated on her public broadcast that Diddy may be concealing something about his sex inclination, which purportedly prompted Diddy to have her terminated with respect to her disagreements with Ellen. We should say they were frosty. Ellen's disposition was really detached and forceful at whatever point Wendy showed up on her show. During one meeting, Ellen appeared to be absolutely uninterested, giving the absolute minimum reaction to any event. While discussing Wendy's show re-establishment plans, she was no doubt thankful. I mean, you're an OG in this game. You understand what it is. Better believe it's you. It's truly astonishing. I mean, as we probably are aware, syndicated programs come and proceed to. We should discuss Ellen's response when Wendy later told a wisecrack about Ellen looking like Justin Bieber. It's an ideal illustration of how Ellen can dole out the jokes, yet isn't excessively enthusiastic about taking them herself. Sorry, do I seem to be Justin Bieber? No, they have made the condition well that is positive. Then there's the remarkable experience among Ellen and Dakota Johnson, which truly reversed the situation on Ellen. It's notable that Ellen likes to exaggerate for a chuckle, and most celebs cooperate. Yet Dakota's not one to grin and gesture. Everything went down on the Ellen Degenera show in December 2019 when she hit on talk about her 30th birthday celebration slam. Ellen attempted to triumph ultimately by ribbing Dakota about not welcoming her to the party, but rather Dakota wasn't having it as opposed to allowing it to slide. She called Ellen out, not too far off, saying Ellen truly had been welcomed. How was the party? I wasn't welcomed. No, that is not reality. Ellen, you were welcomed. You've provided me with a lot about not welcoming you, but rather, I didn't realize you needed to be welcomed. Well, who would rather not be welcomed to a party? Well, I didn't realize you preferred me. Ellen was completely surprised, wriggling and attempting to switch up the conversation, yet Dakota persevered, demanding that Ellen's own group know about the welcome to finish it off. Dakota tossed in a humdinger about another entertainer being her #1, contorting the blade a smidgen more. It was an exemplary snapshot of somebody not letting an egomaniac free effectively. I figure I really do remember that I was welcomed. Thank you, my pleasure, and afterward, yet Tignaro performed at your party. She did a set. She did it, which was unexpected. What did she do? There is a lot of interesting stuff. She's diverting. She's my Chapter 1 comic. And I'm currently drawing a line up here. Diddy had a comparative second on the Jimmy Kimmel Experience that closely resembled what occurred among Dakota and Ellen not long before Cassie dropped her significant claim. Keep going. November, Diddy was on Kimmel. Jimmy was chosen to mix the pot cycle by raising Diddy's previous guardian Gan bargain and the extreme charges he'd made. Watching Diddy's response, you could basically see his veneer disintegrating. It was one more occurrence where the individual's actual self appeared to top through under tension, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith, and Jada attempted to get her on a trio, you planned to pound Will Smith. Is that genuine? You're letting me know. I can't really accept that after all that I read. I don't have the foggiest idea what you're referring to, Jimmy. I thought we were companions. These episodes truly shed light on why Diddy and Ellen could have gotten along so well presently. How about we discuss the manner in which these two treat individuals who work for them, since they've both confronted a few? Subscribe She Spice for more videos.